What is going on, YouTube? This is Gavin21202, aka Gavin Orlandi, here with breaking news coming in by the Inquisitor, because WWE news has just come in. Because, ladies and gentlemen, there is a big update on the contract status of Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler and the links to their current angles. Arguably, two of the most underutilized superstars in WWE, according to the fans, are Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler. Sure, there are other WWE Universe has an avenue for theirs, but an overwhelming feeling for the last 3 years that Cesaro and Ziggler should be or should have already been pushed to main event level. That frustration has certainly been shared, and level of displeasure has been on display of the men in recent months. At very last, the brand extension created opportunities for both Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler to enter significant programs on their respective shows immediately following the draft. It is debatable whether or not the programs were significant enough to satisfy their most diehard fans. And it wasn't. Ziggler was inverted to the title picture right away on SmackDown, but the push wasn't entirely sustained. Dolph lost the WWE World Championship match to Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam and was quickly shoved down a few rungs to the ladder of the Ambrose transition to AJ Styles. Cesaro has been entrenched in the long feud Sheamus began before SummerSlam and continues to this present day. Also, with that being said, as it stands now, Mick Foley declared that because there is no conclusive winner to the best-of-7 series, Cesaro would team up with Sheamus, and the title opportunity promised to the winner would become tag team title shot against the New Day at a date that is yet to be determined. Meanwhile, Dolph Ziggler's rivalry with The Miz reached a conclusion at No Mercy when he puts his career on the line to challenge for the Intercontinental Championship one last time. So, a lot of it coming in because according to cage side seats, these particular angles have not a lot to do with both superstar status with the WWE moving forward. In Cesaro's case, his contract is coming up soon. Pairing the Swiss Superman with the Celtic Warrior was done in a case Cesaro decides not to re-sign. It's no secret Cesaro has been frustrated with his position in the company, and he's voiced his complaints about the following draft and openly questioned the decision to put him on Raw instead of SmackDown. The WWE could keep him paired with Sheamus until he decides what his future will be. If Cesaro wants to part ways, look for Sheamus to be pushed coming out of the tag team. If Cesaro re-ups, then quick break. Likely for Cesaro finally emerging over Sheamus in their long, drawn-out feud. As for Ziggler, his contract is actually up in less for... Yeah, his contract... Yeah, that's what I thought. His contract isn't actually up for another year. So the stipulation for his match at The Miz at No Mercy has led to ramification that the show-off is on his way out of the WWE for good. While it's entirely possible he will lose the pay-per-view, there have been discussions about him taking a significant amount of time off, but returning in the 2017 Royal Rumble. Oh, it doesn't say Royal Rumble, just returning in 2017 with a repackaged gimmick. I liked his gimmick, the show-stealing gimmick. I like that gimmick more than the gimmick he has now. But for the interesting that both Cesaro and Ziggler appear, it would be good to put Cesaro and Ziggler in a tag team. That would be a good idea. So, both appeared at the crossroads in their WWE careers, and it was thought to be pushing Ziggler into the title match at SummerSlam. He might be convinced to stay. Meanwhile, the company has not done any resembling that for Cesaro. The closest that he came to main event match was against WrestleMania when Shane McMahon booked a fatal four-way match to determine the new number one contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. He briefly sniffed the title shot away from first Raw following the draft, but another fatal four-way was resulted in another loss. Adding the best-of-7 series stipulation with the rivalry with Sheamus, it has been multiple iterations on creative way to fans invested in the outcome of uncertainly Cesaro's contract status, likely forced the company to delay ultimate payoff until a final decision was made. No Mercy and Hell in a Cell will be interesting to watch only for Cesaro and Ziggler are booking, considering their current delicate situations. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, hell, if Dolph Ziggler... If this is true that he will come back with a repackaged gimmick in 2017, I wouldn't mind if he lost to what's his name? I wouldn't mind if he lost to The Miz. I mean, Dolph Ziggler, I don't prefer him as a heel. He's a good babyface. He's a good heel, but as a babyface, he should be pushed just as much and if not more because the fans are. He's over with the crowd. He was over with the crowd in 2014 when he was wearing the pink and blue shirt that said, "You wish you could pull this off." That gimmick was my favorite gimmick. Now he's moved on to this rocker gimmick. He's kind of lost his way a little bit. But, ladies and gentlemen, with all the latest news coming in on the latest on Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, I'll bring them to you here exclusively on this channel. But in order for me to do that, you guys, I need you guys to like this video, favorite this video, share this on every social media platform that is humanly possible. Go pledge to me on Patreon.com. Check out the rewards over there on my Patreon page. And definitely subscribe. Thanks, guys. Love you all.